All right, Jason, thanks a lot. Another day of explosive testimony in a trial for a man accused of murdering 3 people. 19's Tierra Braddock was inside the courtroom as a key witness took to the stand.
I saw my friends get murdered.
Heartbreaking testimony. Matt Keith Lewis taking the witness stand in the triple murder trial for Tevin Biles-Thomas. As we've been telling you extensively for roughly a week now, Biles-Thomas allegedly shot and killed 3 people at a New Year's Eve party in Cleveland back in 2018.
Can you point him out and describe what he's wearing?
A suit.
On Tuesday, Lewis literally pointed the finger of blame at Biles-Thomas, saying flat out he's the one who shot his friends. He says he knew who the shooter was based on what he was wearing the night of the party.
That shoe was blue jacket, gold Cartier glasses, and Timberlands.
Defense Attorney Joseph Patituce tried to poke holes at Lewis's ID of the shooter, but Lewis stood firm, saying he knew for sure the shooter had on Timberland boots at the time of the rampage, and Biles-Thomas had on those type of boots. Patituce pointed out that multiple people at the party were wearing Timberlands.
In the picture, he's wearing Timberlands, right?
You can see that person in the party.
He's wearing Timberlands though, right?
I've never seen that person at night.
Patituce also bringing up Lewis's criminal history, trying to discredit him. Lewis was charged with tampering with evidence in relations to this case. He pled guilty to taking a gun from the scene and throwing it in the lake. That gun allegedly belonging to one of the victims.
Why should we believe you?
I mean, you know, I don't know.
Would you believe you?
Of course I believe me, I'm not lying.
Now the question is whether Lewis's testimony will tip the scales in favor of a conviction or whether they'll sow the seeds of doubt in the eyes of the jury. We'll have to wait and see. And we're back tomorrow.
Considering a motion that could let a man accused of triple murder walk away from his trial a free man. Our Tierra Braddock now has been in the courtroom every day for this trial. She's live downtown with the latest. Tierra.
Chris, there have been so many twists and turns in this case. Tevin Biles-Thomas's first trial was declared a mistrial because the jury read documents they weren't supposed to. And now the judge is considering a motion that can change the outcome of this trial. An unexpected twist in the second trial for Tevin Biles-Thomas. He's accused of fatally shooting 3 men at a 2018 New Year's Eve party in Cleveland. On Monday, as the prosecution and defense were prepared to make their closing arguments, Judge Joan Sennenberg threw a curveball.
At this time, we're going to be recessing for the day.
Judge Sennenberg decided she needed more time to consider an acquittal motion requested by Biles-Thomas's lawyer, Joseph Patituce. Patituce argued that the state didn't have any concrete evidence linking his client to the murders.
There is no testimony in this matter that would support a finding of guilt as it relates to murder.
The prosecution challenged that and said there were witnesses at the party who identified Biles-Thomas as a shooter based on the clothes he wore that night.
The defendant was the first person who took his gun out.
Now we saw today involving Tevin Biles. Here's Romney Smith.
The mother of one of the victims lashed out in pain immediately after the judge approved the defense's motion to dismiss the second murder trial against Tevin Biles-Thomas, the brother of Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles.
I thank everyone for their effort, and my heart goes out to the families of the victims. We're in recess.
Out of 18 witnesses, including law enforcement officers, no one could positively identify Biles-Thomas as the shooter.
He was a first responder. He secured the scene and testified to the arrival of EMS. He did not identify any shooter.
After reading the summaries from the witnesses in the shooting deaths of the 3 men on New Year's Eve of 2018, no positive witnesses means the families of the victims have no answers.
In viewing the evidence in the light most favorable to the state, it is insufficient to sustain a conviction. The motion is granted as to all counts.
Tevin Biles-Thomas walks away tonight a free man, and he's been saying the entire time that he is a free man. Reporting live in downtown Cleveland, Romney Smith, 3 News.
Testimonium in court as Simone Biles' brother is cleared in a triple murder case. A slain victim's mother lunged at Simone's brother. There he is sitting at the defendant's table. Simone's brother was charged following a shootout at a New Year's Eve party in Ohio in 2018.
Somebody just got shot into a party at where?
Somebody just got shot at a party?
2 people did.
Is there any serious bleeding?
They're both dead.
The third victim was pronounced dead at the hospital. Simone's brother's first trial ended in a mistrial. Now a judge has dismissed the case for lack of evidence, triggering the mom's rage.
And my heart goes out to the families of the victims. We're in recess.
We spoke to Brandy Johnson, the grieving mom who charged at Biles. Her son, Delvante, was killed in the shooting.
Do you believe that the celebrity of Tevin Biles' sister, Simone Biles, had something to do with the judge's decision?
Yes, I do. There was so much evidence that the prosecutor would bring up that she shooed away that wasn't able to be let in.
The judge's decision comes as the gymnastics legend prepares for the Tokyo Olympics next month. Just 3 weeks ago, she became the first woman to successfully land the Yurchenko double pike in competition. Lawyer Joseph Patituce represents Simone's brother.
Tevin is very proud of his sister. I mean, he's been aware of what's going on with her, and because unfortunately, her name, I mean, Simone Biles, she has nothing to do with this case, and she never had anything to do with this case, and unfortunately, you know, her name was dragged into a situation that had nothing to do with her.